Welcome to Wycliffe College, located in the beautiful Gloucestershire Cotswolds that you can see over my right hand shoulder, a couple of hours from Heathrow, 90 minutes into London Paddington by train. I'm Nick Gregory, I'm the head. We enjoy a really close relationship with Britannia Study Link, which is why I'm putting a few words together for them today. Today, in fact, is Tuesday the 9th of June, which is relatively relevant, as I'll make clear later on. Overall, the UK now has the rate of infection under control. And standing here in Gloucestershire, within the southwest region of England, the situation is that we're one of the least affected parts of the country. And whilst we'll all have our own views about how well or otherwise the UK government has handled the pandemic, just to give you a couple of statistics, of the 40,000 people who've lost their lives in the UK, 90% of those are 65 or over. And of, for example, the 10 million children who are 15 or under in the UK, we've had just 3 fatalities. As I speak, a couple of hundred yards down the road, we reopened last week our prep school for children in nursery reception, year 1 and year 6. And the United Kingdom entered full lockdown 11 weeks ago. But we've still got 12 weeks to go until the beginning of the 2020-2021 academic year in September. So I believe firmly that we'll have seen even greater improvements and progress between now and when we recommence in the autumn. I wrote out last week to all of our current parents, many Hong Kong parents amongst them, to give commitments of the sorts of things we're looking at for September. Be that regular temperature checks for pupils and staff, enhanced cleaning regimes during the day, careful adherence to social distancing guidelines, renewed focus on hand washing and use of hand sanitizer, and far easier access to getting tested for the virus. I also gave 2 clear commitments to our parents. One is that any Wycliffe pupil who wishes to wear a mask or a face covering will be absolutely permitted to do so in September. In fact, they'll be encouraged to do so. And the attitude in the UK is changing all the time. You may know it's now obligatory to use them on public transport, for example. And then the second commitment I've given is that over and above our on-site medical centre, which is over my left shoulder, we've also set aside one particular building for September. It's a block in our sixth form boarding house. It's got 11 individual study bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms, and it will allow us to immediately self-isolate any pupil who shows any symptoms from across the school campus. The other thing I wrote to our current parents about last week was just that this current 14-day period of self-isolation, quarantine if you like, in the UK is of course unhelpful for our international boarding parents, but it's going to be reviewed. The government are under a lot of pressure about it, and I'm counselling a wait and see approach rather than rushing to buy flights, because I think it's highly likely that the government will review whether this 14-day quarantine period is sustainable. I'm really not sure it is. So for those looking to travel to the UK in the second half of August or early September, I think I would hold tight for the minute, and perhaps we can share some more information later on in June. For those unfamiliar with Wycliffe, I always say our size is one of our great features. We've got 400 children, 200 day, 200 boarding, so it's a lovely size. Great facilities because of the economy of scale, but it really is possible to know who every single child is, to have a really good grip, in fact, therefore, on their own individual health, and also have a good grip on conduct in terms of adherence to social distancing and the like. So that level of knowledge of the children is very strong. 250 of the children are from the UK, 150 are from around the world, and within that group of 150, actually the number of children from Hong Kong is just under 40. We've got more children from Hong Kong than any other nation other than the UK, but those 40 are spread across 8 different houses. For all boarding families, I also remind them that we are open every Exeat weekend, and there is no additional charge for staying in over an Exeat weekend, which really means that for a child arriving at the end of the summer, other than our half-term break in late October, they can safely and continually remain at Wycliffe right through to the end of the autumn term, Wednesday the 16th of December. So I wanted you to be aware of that, and be aware too that we, wherever possible, we use our own drivers and our own vehicles for runs to and from the airport, usually Heathrow. Do please ask the team at Britannia about Wycliffe and about the closeness of our relationship. 7 children finish with us this year, having finished year 13, their A-level year, and they're going on to do a range of really interesting things. Architecture at Liverpool, accounting and finance at Birmingham, business management at Reading, urban planning at University College London, UCL, international fashion business at Coventry. And of the 7 of them, 2 of them in fact were on academic scholarships, and they were amongst our 18 prefects. They joined us in our pre-A-level year, the development year, and then ended up being prefects, and another one had a music scholarship while he was with us. I would challenge any UK school to know its children, each individual, the way we know each individual child at Wycliffe. And specifically, I would say that Hong Kong pupils at Wycliffe are respected, they are valued, and they're encouraged to thrive. Thank you very much.